look for
Yes, they must listen to me. You must not take their question to only Tabang and others, those who are Konya. The rest must just watch what you are explaining. Simple.
Okay, I believe we are still together, guys. I believe we are still together. Hello.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Okay. Okay. As guys, I was explaining that before, like you can validate that resistance, it's gonna hold the price. Check what happened, like in the history, because of always the market is repeating what happened, like back then. So before, like you can validate that resistance or that support, like you draw it, then you go back, you check. I've drawn this resistance, then I check what was happening. I saw a rejection here, I saw a rejection, a break and a retest. So rejection. So when I see a break and a retest, meaning this zone is a strong zone. You see, it is a strong zone. So I can predict that in the future, if it can come to this zone again, because of I have a break and a rejection in the future, if it can come back to this zone, I'll expect to, meaning I'll be anticipating to do what, to sell again from this zone. Are we together?
Sure.
Sure.
Yes, we are together.
Yes. So I've drawn this. Okay, it's a support. I've drawn this line again, and then after drawing, I check in the history what was happening. I'm seeing a rejection. Then I'm seeing a rejection here. I'm seeing a rejection again. I'm seeing a rejection. So I can validate this zone as my strong zone. Then I've drawn this zone again. Then I check what was happening in the history. I'm seeing what? I'm seeing this rejection. So I can validate also this zone as one of my strongest zones. Are we together there?
Yeah, we are together, man.
Yes,
we are still together.
Yes. So I know that if this zone is a strong zone, if this is a strong zone, I'm expecting every time after a break of my zone, I'm expecting what? A pullback, a retest. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes, but then I cannot just buy Nasdaq from this zone without seeing what is here. Like, did it just break, or did it leave some traces here to tell us that here we have what we have orders at this zone? Because of every time when you see, okay, when you see uh, a candle like going up, then all of a sudden you see a small pause, meaning at this zone, like there's a trace that tells us that money actually is at this zone. So a push up is going to tell us that no, the market makers, they must come back to this zone to collect all the money which they left. So that's what that's what that's what we mean when we talk about what a break and a retest. Meaning after each and every break, I want to see a trace at this zone, so I can mark this zone to check what is here before, like I can say if Nasdaq like drops, what is going to happen when it reaches this zone. So I can use maybe a different color. Let's just take gold. From this, okay, from my high time frame, I've marked my strong zones. I've marked my strong zones. I have these three strong zones because of the price now is playing within these zones. So if like the price breaks here, if the price can break from here, if it can break from here, I'll do what? I'll look above like for another zone. So I'm taking this zone. Why am I taking this zone? I'm seeing what? Okay, let me take this. I'm seeing this rejection. 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 So it's full of rejection. So I can take this zone because of it is a strong zone, and the zone above it is what is a strong zone. Why am I saying it's a strong zone? Rejection, 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 rejection. You see, like that's how I read the price when I'm trading support and resistance. That's how I read the price. Before, after drawing my support or my resistance, I check what was happening back. Rejection, rejection, rejection. I know that hey, when I see a rejection, then if the price breaks, like I'll be waiting for a retest. On a retest, I enter deeply. So I don't just enter after a break and a retest. No, I check where it broke. What did it leave behind? So every time when it breaks, it must leave something behind. For instance, I don't know if you like you can see here. Let me just mark here like this. Let me use a different color so that all of us will be able to see. Let me use a black color. I hope you can see this this black box. Hello, are you seeing this black box, ne?
Yeah, we see it.
Yes, we see it.
Yeah, so the price like broke our what? Broke our support here. It broke our support. What did it leave? It left what? A drop base and a drop. Like it left a candle which is the opposite of this one, meaning our last buyer at this zone was this one. Then sellers they entered. Meaning after sellers they entered, I know that from this zone I'm expecting the price to do what? To come back and retest. But then if only there was nothing at this zone, I won't be expecting to see what? To see a break and a retest. It's not like every time when your zone is broken, you must wait for a retest. No, you wait for a price to leave a trace, Every time after a break, where you see a break and a retest, there's a trace. Look here, it broke this zone at this level. It broke this zone. Then it left what? A trace. We see our last buyer, this black candle. we see our last buyer. So I mark from here. I mark from here and this. Then I know that after I break, it must, if like it left this trace, I'm expecting the price to come back to retest this zone. Every time after I break, it must leave a trace. After I break, there must be a trace. Okay, here's an example. Look here, it broke. After breaking, some like they bought from this zone, but then look where it left the trace. It left the trace, then it broke. So meaning I'll be expecting to see something here in this gap, like in this rally, in these two double Maru candles from these two candles. Like I'm expecting to see something here because of if I can dive deeper to a smaller time frame, I will get something at that zone. Let me just mark that zone as a red. Yeah, red. I've marked this one. I've marked this one. I want to see something here because of I'm seeing what a break. Then I'm expecting a retest of that break before Nasdaq can push up. Or maybe it will come down here because of here we see what a trace. We see something, it left something here. Meaning I'll be expecting it to come to this zone and push up. So which zone is gonna hold the price? We go to a smaller time frame. Okay, let's start with our red here. I just want to show you something here on our red zone. Like what trace did it leave? I'm not seeing anything. I can dive deeper to a smaller time frame. Look, what am I seeing here? I have this. This was our last seller. Then buyers, they entered like crazy. They entered like crazy. Then I can mark this zone. I can mark this zone. I can mark this zone. So meaning I won't be taking a buy after this after this break, meaning I'll be expecting the Nasdaq to come to my zone, which I've spotted at the here. Then it must push up, meaning when I go to that yellow, I want to see a trace also. You see, here is our trace.
In the morning,
Okay, sorry for that, guys. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Sorry for that. So yeah, meaning after this break, like always, it must leave a trace. So I can see a trace here. I can see a trace. Meaning, for now, I can be expecting NAS to do this, or it can come to. Okay, let me go to a higher time frame. It can come to this trace, which it left here because of we have our last buyer at this zone. This is our last buyer. Then this was our last seller. Then our buyers, the buyers, and entered in the market, meaning if like it break that zone, it can reject this trace and it can go to a trace below, but then this trace like is already tested because of this was our seller, then it formed this candle came to finish all these traces which are here, meaning I can validate this one, I can close this one. It's no longer fresh for me. I can take that trace that it left here, meaning after this break I will be buying from here, not when the price is here, because of it's gonna go down and blow you. This is Nasdaq. You wait for a rejection from that zone. As I was teaching them that we always from our zone we wait for a rejection candle. If you can check, this is our zone and we have what? A rejection. This is our zone, we have a rejection, a zone and a rejection. Every time a zone and a rejection to tell us that now the sellers or the buyers now they no longer have that strength, meaning there's a pressure, an opposite pressure, which is a pressure of buyers or a pressure of sellers. Here at this zone, this is a break and a retest. Why it retested here? Meaning here, like we have something here. If like you can dive deeper to a smaller time frame, let's just check this one, then we continue. Here, I want to do this. I can go to a smaller time frame, maybe 5 minutes. I check what is happening at that zone. It left a trace. It left a trace. This was our last buyer before the sellers entered, meaning I'll be buying from here. From here, not from here, because of I'll miss. Meaning I'll look for my last seller, for my last black candle. Then I mark my black candle. Then from my black candles, I sell, meaning I'll be putting my entries here. These are my entries. All of my entries. I put my entries, then my stop loss is gonna be here. Then it came and rejected. Always when you draw a zone, like after breaking off your zone, check what did it leave after breaking. So here it left this. It left this, meaning I'm expecting Nasdaq, because of now is failing to break this zone. I'm expecting Nasdaq to come down before it shoots up. Are we still together?
Yeah, we're still together. Yes, we are together.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, you can do this with Nasdaq. You can do this with any pair. Like we can even take another pair. Like you check what is happening. Like you'll find the same thing. You'll find the same thing. Will you upload this on YouTube? Okay, we'll communicate with our mentor. Mr. Michael will be posting this on YouTube. Okay, we'll be communicating with our mentor. Yes. Any question? A question. Are we together, guys?
Yes, we are.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we are.
Yes, meaning we understand one another. Like you can understand me, and you can do the very same thing which I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do it.
Okay. Let me see which pair can we take. We can take this one maybe. Okay, or the cat. You go to your 4-hour time frame, which I personally I take it as my higher time frame. I do what? I look for my resistance and support. I have what? Yeah, I have this zone. I can see. Okay, I have this zone. Why am I taking this zone? Same thing, same methodology, same thing, same thing, guys. Rejection, Rejection. Oh, iPhone. It's with you. Okay. Rejection. I'm seeing another rejection here. I'm seeing another rejection. I'm seeing a break. Yeah. You see? Like, this is what I'm doing always. You see? So I can take this zone as my what? Because of now it's broken, meaning I can take it as my support now.
Yeah.
So yeah, even it seems like here I have what? I have a zone. Why am I saying it's a zone? I'm seeing a rejection. It rejected then broke. Yeah, it rejected and broke. Then as it came back, like many, they were expecting it to do what to retest and continue going down, but then it did what? Like it broke this zone. Yeah, it broke this zone. Then it left what? A trace like above this zone.
Yes.
Yeah. So I can dive deeper to a smaller time frame to check what is happening actually here. If I can check clearly, I have a zone here. I have a zone. Look, rejection. Here it left a trace before it breaks this zone. You see? So it left a trace here. It left a trace after a break. So it came to retest, then went up. Even here, like this was my last buyer. Seller, sorry. This was my last seller.
Yes.
So I can mark this zone, meaning after this break, I'm expecting what? This on or decade. This is what I'm expecting.
Okay.
Yes, this is what I'm expecting. Oh, I want to check something. I had some running trades. Hey, it's already on profit. Okay, yeah. This is what I'm expecting on ODCAT. Australian dollar and Canadian dollar. Like I'm expecting it to come and retest because of it broke this zone. This is a strong zone, this one. It's a strong zone. So I'm expecting it to do some price action here, but then when I check the market structure is what? It's in a downtrend, meaning that buying pressure, like it won't be too much. It's gonna be, it's gonna be maybe a smaller nyana. I'm expecting something like, you see, this is what I'm expecting. It will break maybe and do some retest. Yeah, break, retest, break, retest. Then yeah, okay, break, retest, maybe and form a double bottom. Then push up. Why am I saying a double bottom? This is a strong zone, so it must come to finish the orders which are here. After finishing everything, then it can be free to break. Are we still together?
Yes,
Yeah, we are together.
Yes. You can ask any question before our time ends. That's how I do it, guys. That's how I do it. Like I check. The market structure is.
I have a question, mentor.
Okay, yes, you can ask.
What was the time frame that you put so in order to trace your seller, the space between the
I go to a smaller time frame because in a smaller time frame, that's where I'll be able to check how the market makers are doing. Like here,
okay.
this is a bigger time frame. It's impossible for a market to reverse like in the middle of a candle. So,
Okay.
meaning if I can go to my smaller time frame, like here, I have a trace. I have a trace. Like someone who wants to fight, like someone who wants to put more orders, while the market makers are saying this thing it must go down, but then the market is saying no, it must go up. Meaning there must be a fight. Then after a fight, we see that the winners are sellers. You see, if like I can mark this zone and go to a smaller time frame, I've marked this zone. We'll find something here. It is impossible for the market to reverse in the middle of a candle. I go to my smaller time frame.
Yeah.
I go to my smaller time frame. I check. I zoom them. You see, I check. I dive deep. I know that here I have something here. Okay. I have something here. I have something here. I can even go even deeper to 1 minute. I want to see why the price like reversed from that zone. So it is impossible for a price to reverse in the middle of a candle. So our data is not enough. Yeah, the data of this broker is not enough, so I can see. Okay, yeah. So yeah, at this zone, if you can go to a smaller time frame, like we'll find something here. Well, when I check here, like our opposing candle is here, so I can mark this zone and check what the price did here. What the price did here. Yeah, you see, like it's impossible for the price to reverse just here without anything here. I can yes, I found my last buyer there while there's a selling pressure. So that's why when the price came here, it reversed.
Okay.
Yeah, even here at this zone, it means there is something here. We have something here. You see, we have this bias while the pressure of sellers is too much. That's why the price did what? When it arrived at that zone, it reversed. You see? Yeah, even here, like this reversal, like it means we have something here. Even this one, we have something. Even this reversal here, we have something here. The market don't just reverse.
Right.
It means there must be a fight between the buyers and the sellers. Meaning every time when we see a big candle, then a small opposing candle, then another a big candle like this, meaning here there's a fight. So when the price comes back at that zone, we mark this zone. Hey, 10 minutes left. Okay, we mark this zone, then we know that which price is winning here. These are buyers. Why are we saying are buyers? Because of this strong move away from this opposing candle is the one that tells us that no, the price it must come back to this zone and continue to rally up. We are together, guys.
Yes,
Yes,
mentor.
we are together.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Thank you. So yeah, that's how it is. I don't know. You can ask another question. I had someone was asking a question. I don't know if I was jumping. You can ask.
Mentor.
Yes.
Say for instance, on the chart, I'm looking at
Yeah.
a chart, and the
Yeah.
candle shows that it's going for a buy, and then
Yes.
a weak rejection on
Yes.
that buy. Does
Yeah.
that mean that the market is going to reverse?
Not always. Check where your zone is, because of always. If I have my zone here, if that week is almost at my zone or is at my zone, then I can look for a buy or a sell. Only if it is at my zone. But then if like my zone is here, if like I have my zone maybe here, then I have a rejection here. Look at this. It's a nice rejection, but then it's far away from my zone. So I want to take an opposite trade. If like it was selling, then all of a sudden it makes a week like this, then I buy. No, like that's not how we trade. Like we don't trade blindly. Like we trade with a plan.
We zijn 2.500 aan het nieuwe start en die rechtmaak is 1500. Nee. Kan man maar net zo een nieuwe ding koop, man.
Die staat er nogal los daar.
Ja. Ik denk wel buiten komen al bien.
Dus kan er maar naar dingen over. Kan er zullen er maar running over.
En op is zo mooi. Zoom meeting. Zoom meeting.
Dat is dat hij. Waarom ga je toets? Waarom ga je toets?
Ik moet hij tangan se toets. Ina college of varsity journal tot.
Alles is een nieuwe ding.
Pace test.
Dan moet hij dan dat is een nieuwe ding. Dat is wat die slaaf zei die Antus is aan.